Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So everyone is reacting to Beaulo versus Shaiiko BDS and they're just like watching, it's just a reaction. No one is talking about their game sense, their mechanics, how do they win gunfights, their positioning, crosshair placement, so many other things. I have like 20 tips right here that I wrote down and I want to cover those. So let's go through this video and learn how can you be this good like Beaulo or Shaiiko. Let's get to it. Alright, the first tip is super easy, you guys know it. Don't lose your drones in the prep phase. It plays an important role on winning gunfights and just getting info. The second tip is to use sound to cover your own sound. A bit later, you guys are gonna see that Beaulo is gonna use flashes and gunshots to cover his drop sound. He threw the flash and he timed it correctly with dropping, which covers his sound, and he also shot one bullet to cover the drop sound. Now, Shaiiko doesn't get baited if you guys look at his POV because he's a pro player, but you can use this in your rank games. So if your teammate is shooting somewhere far away and the enemy is distracted, you can walk up the staircase, try to flank, or when you're dropping a hatch, you can do this. Also this round on border, so Beaulo starts flashing Shaiiko in bathroom. He also flashes the rotate, he goes in, he goes to the goo mine, and just right now, Shaiiko is rotating right here. Why? Because Beaulo went to the goo mine, he has to take it out. It also makes sound, and it's the perfect time for Shaiiko to rotate. So next tip is to check angles one by one. So we have kids door, we have attic door, white rotate. It is super important to always in your games, you have to quick pick all the angles one by one. You don't want to skip any of them, so you can win more gunfights. Now right here, check this out. So he's leaning right, and right now when he goes to the right cover, he's gonna switch his leaning. That's super important. You don't want to lean to the wall or do it late. So immediately he switches leaning to the left side, so he can kill Shaiiko better, easier. A lot of you guys, as I said, you lean to the wall or you do it late and the enemy gets the chance to kill you because you can't see him. So make sure you improve your movement in shooting range in unranked or ranked games. Next one is a small trick with smoke grenades. You can smoke any rotate or any doorway through the floor. So first, you open the floor like this, and then you throw your smoke grenade into the layer, and then the smoke will go through the holes actually, and you can cover the doorway, I don't know, the rotate, enemies line of sight, and then you can walk into sight. So instead of just staying top floor and smoking, you can also do this from below. Okay, I didn't have this one in my tip list, but let's cover it. So when the plant goes down and you're defending, you want to start moving forward, find cover, start pre-firing the angles, check angles one by one, just like Beaulo, start pre-firing. Look, he's pre-firing all the angles behind the bed, top wide, and now he's going to, again, start baiting with the sound. Also, he's listening to sound to find his location, and Shaiiko is not moving 1 inch. He's checking kid's door until Shaiiko starts shooting, and as an attacker, you just want to hide till around here, as you guys see on the top with the diffuser thing. Then you can start baiting with some bullets, start quick picking, so the defender gets scared. You can see Shaiiko here, he's just pre-firing, he's just staying behind the cover, staying calm. The defender doesn't have any time. Look, he quick picks, he goes back, he quick picks, he goes back. He's running around behind the covers until he dies. Now, next two small things I want to cover is first of all, the sound play. So you guys see Beaulo doesn't have much time, 39 seconds, 38 seconds, but he's moving super slowly. Why? Because he doesn't want Shaiiko to hear him on the roof, which side he's going. Is he going master side? Is he going attic side? Or what's that? The big window side, right? This is important. Also in this game, if you guys go watch Jinxie video or Beaulo's video, you guys can see like Beaulo throws a flash on one side and then he rotates to the other side because the sound play is super important. Now, another small thing is that people actually didn't know that you can drop off this balcony right here, like this. You don't get damaged, and you can just like safely go to master. Round 10, I want to talk about Beaulo's game sense. Don't get me wrong, Shaiiko's game sense is amazing. I just want to cover this round. So first, he shoots the fire so he doesn't let Shaiiko walk in case he has to reposition or reload, like this. And the second thing is predicting Shaiiko's location. You have to predict your enemy's position, movement, crosshair plate, like everything. What is he gonna do, right? That way you can win more games, win more rounds, win more gunfights. So Beaulo starts moving to top white. He doesn't think, okay, Shaiiko is going to be only in this position. He's thinking, what if he's switching position to this side? And it was actually correct. A very small detail here, the movement. From both of these players, the pro players, it's actually insane. So he can actually walk backwards starts like this, starts pre-firing all these angles and walk back to freezer. Most of us, even sometimes me, I'm playing ranked and then I'm walking backwards. I get stuck to something like a desk or some object behind me. And I'm like, what is this desk behind me? I died because of that. No, it's because of the map knowledge and also the movement, right? Beaulo knows where the freezer door is exactly. And he also knows how to move so he can actually walk back to freezer door. This is super important. We can see the same thing from Shaiiko. It's about movement. So you guys will see right here. Yep. He starts running back to archives door, and then he starts coming back and starts peeking Beaulo like this. He also goes crouched in the middle. I don't know what was that, but his movement is just crazy. My next tip is about crosshair placement. I've said this most of the times. Knowing where to aim exactly what's the head level is super important because you can get kills like this. Shaiiko says nice shot. Why? Because he instantly died. He didn't even have time to react. And Beaulo knows where the door is exactly, what's the angle and what's the head level. Okay, this next one, I absolutely love this one. Finding small positions like this, finding cover all the time. Again, another one right here. So he doesn't get wall banged, doesn't get pre-fired. It is super important, especially in post-plant situations, to find these little covers in the map. Again, it goes back to map knowledge, playing the game more and more. We can see the same thing round 3 from Shaiiko and Beaulo. So Shaiiko is trying to flash Beaulo, but Beaulo is finding these little covers like this. And Shaiiko is actually moving up. So first he was hugging the ball, then he was behind the bomb, and then he was behind the lockers, sandwich locker, until he reached this point. One small thing you have to know is holding entries and denying area, just like Shaiiko here. So he's moving around between archives, armory, shooting drones. He doesn't let Beaulo get info and get into map easily. And this is super annoying for Beaulo as an attacker in general. Make sure to do this in your ranked games. Do not just sit on site, move 1 room, 2 rooms ahead and hold it. Shoot some drones and then fall back. So you just don't lose the round in the first 1 minute. Now, exactly this round, Beaulo makes a mistake that I want to cover. I also make this mistake. So don't run to enemies' bullets like this, right? Let's watch this back. So he finds Shaiiko location, which is right here, the half wall. And he has a cover right here. You see this little pillar? So instead of running to fountain or behind this soft wall, you can just sit here for a while, let the enemy start shooting, and then you can fall back to anywhere you want. But just don't run to enemies' bullets. I understand sometimes you're in-game, you're stressed, and then you have to make instant decision, right? But it is important to make the right decision. You can just stay behind this cover for a second, and then when the enemy starts reloading, then you can fall back. Okay, this one is for you 1.5 lovers. It doesn't mean if you play 1.5 scope, you're gonna be goated. Everything's gonna be good, you're gonna be insane. No, you can play still holographic on Ash G36 and be a god, right? Now, this one I have covered it in my videos. Shaiiko makes a rotate into fountain, and look at Beaulo's position. He starts going to the left side right here. Why does he do this? Because it's unexpected, it's uncommon angle. In rank, usually, I mean, this is Shaiiko he's playing against, but in rank, usually people have their crosshair on Easters or the common angles. They don't expect you being here, and you can usually, or most of the times, get the kill. And that's it for today's video, guys. Hope you guys learned something from this one. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you want to watch the whole video, go check out Jinx's video and also Beaulo. Until the next one, stay safe.